and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing a recap of week 3 in my hair experiment of using extra deep conditioner on my hair. Now, if you haven't watched the first video in this whole experiment, then you're probably like, what is she talking about? So I had watched this video from an influencer that I follow called Pretty Witty. Her handle is Pretty Witty 77, and she had talked about and done her own little one wash day experiment where she was talking about using less deep conditioner, because some of her followers had reached out to her and said, hey, you tend to use a lot more deep conditioner than I do when you wash your hair. Like, her followers were saying, I get several uses out of 1 8-ounce container, you get 1 use out of it. So she was like, well, maybe I'm using too much. So she did a whole experiment to find out if she was using too much. And that made me think, well, maybe I'm not using enough, because like her followers, I can have an 8-ounce container last me for several weeks. So, maybe I'm doing something wrong, because her hair is gorgeous. So I was like, let's give it a try. I'm kind of one when I like to test new hair products and test new techniques. I don't normally go 1 or 2 weeks of doing it. I have to do it multiple, at least 3 or 4, because I feel like my hair, it can sometimes tell me it loves it or it hates it right away, but sometimes it might take a little while for it to get like on board one way or the other. So I decided to do a 4-week experiment for myself, and now we're in week 3. So there's a video with weeks 1 and 2, those results and everything, so I'll link all that below. And so you might find once you watch that video that this video is a little different, because I'm not showing any of the application of the deep conditioner this time around. I'm just going to be giving you a recap of the wash day and how my hair turned out. So in weeks 1 and 2 of my experiment, I used a deep conditioner from Carol's Daughter, but this week and also in week 4, I'm going to be using this one from Eden Body Works. It is their Almond Marshmallow Split End Repair Mask. And so this deep conditioner says, or hair mask, as it's fancily called, says that it works in minutes to transform hair and prevent additional damage. Use it weekly to strengthen your hair, hereby lessening breakage, and then you can also experience fewer split ends. So to use it, you're supposed to massage it into your hair after shampooing, working the product down the shaft to the ends of your hair, then cover your hair with a cap. Then you leave it on your hair for 40 minutes. This is one that you sit on for a long period of time. And then for deeper absorption inside the cuticle, you add heat. So I used my hothead deep conditioning cap after I applied this to my hair, and left it on for a good 40 minutes and rinsed it out. So before all that, I had pre-pooed, shampooed, did a sort of rinse out conditioner, and then I deep conditioned. And then I have to say, after using the deep conditioner, well, let me say this. I applied a lot of deep conditioner on my hair. I think I even applied more than I did in weeks 1 and 2. I coated my hair to the point that it was chock full of deep conditioner. I made sure I paid special attention to my ends, this section of hair here, which seems to still be having some issues, and also my edges. And when I rinsed this deep conditioner out, my hair felt really good. I do think I kind of messed up my hair a little bit in terms of how it felt, because once I rinsed the deep conditioner out, it felt soft, it felt smooth, it felt kind of strong. But then when I dried my hair, I didn't apply the products in the same order or use the exact same products that I used last week. So I did notice a difference in how my hair felt after I finished drying it. It just doesn't feel the same as it previously had. But, that's neither here nor there. I feel like, though, even though I messed that part of my wash day up, this deep conditioner did a good enough job that my hair isn't as bad, or anywhere near as bad, I should say, because it's really not bad. It's just not as soft and smooth as it was last week. My hair could be in pretty bad condition, I think, if I hadn't used as much of this as I did. Oh, so one thing to note is this is a 16 fluid ounce container. So if you went through an 8-ounce container in 1 sitting, this would last you 2 sittings. So you would get a bit out of this in that case. But I've only used I've used it a few times. I've used probably maybe a 1/4 of it. It's like a big dip in this side, and then the rest of this is kind of higher up. So I don't know. I guess it all evens out to maybe I've used a third of it or something. But I used the majority of what I've used was used last night. So after week 2, my hair felt really soft, supple, accepted moisture really well. So I'm hoping that I will see the same thing this week, even though, like I said, I messed up the whole product thing when it came to drying my hair. But I feel like the way I deep conditioned helped set me up so that even though I messed up those products, my hair isn't as in bad a shape. So I'm hoping that I will still have a lot of the same moisture retention this week that I did last week. So I'm interested to see what kind of moisture retention I end up having this week, because last week I had great moisture retention. My hair was moisturized. I didn't need to moisturize and seal like every single day. I felt like my hair was in great shape. So we'll see what happens, even though, like I said, I did kind of mess up the application process of my products when I was drying my hair, but I don't think it was bad enough that it should hinder anything. So we'll see. Did this set my hair up for a great week? I can never find the front of this thing. There's only one more week in the experiment, week 4, which I said will be the next part of this video. And I'll be using this split end repair mask from Eden Body Works again, and I will then, after my wash day during the 4th week of my extra deep conditioner hair experiment, I will give you my final thoughts of the experiment and whether or not I feel like, hey, this was great to do for now, or if it's something that will actually continue and become part of just my normal hair regimen. Woohoo! We are in week 4 of my deep conditioning experiment, which is also the last week. Before I give you a recap of the week 4 wash day and how everything went with the deep conditioner, let me give you a little update on how week 3 sort of ended up. Week 3, you know, I just finished doing that video. You saw that, but a few days after I washed my hair, I ended up having to do a co-wash, and it had nothing to do with the deep conditioner or how my hair was maintaining moisture. It had everything to do with my scalp. My scalp was just itching in certain areas, and I realized why. It had nothing to do with the deep conditioner. It was all because I wasn't drinking enough water. So I started loading up on the water, did a co-wash, and I did not use the same deep conditioner that I did during my full wash day, which on my full wash day I used this one from Eden Body Works, which is the almond marshmallow split end repair mask. I didn't use that one because you're supposed to leave it on for 40 minutes, and girl ain't got that kind of time during a midweek co-wash. So I used another deep conditioner that I could leave on for like 10 or 15 minutes. Now, in the days following that full wash day where I used Eden Body Works deep conditioner, my hair was maintaining moisture. It was feeling pretty good. It was really just a scalp issue that popped up. So I don't have a full week of how my hair went, but I think it probably would have ended up pretty good nonetheless. Okay, now for the week 4 wash day, I used the same deep conditioner as I did week 3, which was the Eden Body Works almond marshmallow split repair mask. And I have to say, this time I really liked it. It sunk into my hair like I've never experienced with this, and I've used this several times, and I was just really surprised. So to apply the deep conditioner, I don't think the application process really had anything to do with it, but to apply the deep conditioner, I split my hair down the middle. So I had 2 sections, and then I went each section like layer by layer up to the top to really make sure I was like getting the deep conditioner into my hair. I typically do some kind of layering and sectioning to get in there. I don't know, maybe I did smaller layers this time than I normally do. I really didn't pay that close attention to how the application process compared to other times, but that's just what I did this time around. And the deep conditioner like sunk into my hair. I felt like it had a lot of slip this time around. So I've been showing some pictures of how my hair looked with it on after I did the first section, and then after I put it all on my hair, I left it on for 40 minutes. I put on a plastic cap, then my deep conditioning microwavable cap, left it on for an hour. It's supposed to be on for 40 minutes, but I left it on for an hour. And when I rinsed it out, my hair felt great. I let my hair air dry for, I don't know how long, a little bit of time, maybe 30 minutes or so. Wrapped up in a t-shirt, and then I went through my blow drying process, and this is the result of my hair. You can see here, and also show a picture of the back as well. My hair looks and feels good. Now, I didn't wear my hair out today to work. I just was like, My hair felt good, it felt moisturized, but I'm not loving like the overall shape of how my hair is cut, because it really doesn't have a cut. It just has breakage that's growing out, and it just kind of looks weird, I feel like, after a few hours in the day. And then also, it was kind of chilly this morning, and I didn't want my hair to like start drying out because of the cold weather. So I was just like, let's play it safe. I put it up in a bun. It looked good. And now I'm wearing it out because I'm at home. So when it comes to this experiment, what are my thoughts, and am I going to keep, doing this? Is it going to not be an experiment anymore? Is it going to end up being part of my normal hair routine? I think the experiment was a good thing to do. I'm glad that I did. I honestly think I was putting too little deep conditioner on my hair. I'm not putting as much on my hair as Pretty Woody does, but I'm putting a lot more, probably 2-3 times as much as I used to. I am really coating my hair with it, and I have been seeing a good difference. So if you're feeling like you're being a little skimpy on the deep conditioner, or you feel like you could end up putting a little bit more on, put a little bit more on. You might be surprised to see what the difference is in your hair, particularly if you do it over a certain amount of weeks. I knew 1 week wasn't going to be enough for me, which is why I decided to do this for 4 weeks to see how it would work. Plan is to wash my hair on my regular wash day, and I'm going to be loading up on the deep conditioner. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use this time around. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this one that I use from Body Works, or if I'm going to use the cocoa cream, or if I'm going to use a new one that I've had sitting around to try out. So I don't know, we'll see. But no matter what deep conditioner I use, I'm going to be putting more on than normal. Overall, I feel like this experiment helped my hair. I feel like my hair has a lot more body, a lot more movement. It's got a lot more shine. It just looks smoother. It feels smoother. It's holding moisture a lot better now. Like I have done, like the last couple weeks, I've moisturized and sealed every day, but I feel like I probably don't necessarily need to do that now anymore. I might just need to like do some spot moisturizing and sealing, because there might be some areas that might have been more exposed than others that need it. So I don't necessarily need to go through my whole moisturizing and sealing routine every single night, which is great. So if using more deep conditioner helps me to like not have to do so much with my hair during the week, I'm all for it. All right, so that's all for my experiment. Go ahead and leave some comments down below if you have some questions for me about any of the deep conditioners I've used throughout my experiment, one from Carol's Daughter, this one from Body Works. If you have any questions for me in terms of how my experiment went, something I didn't touch on in the video, also share your experiences in terms of how much deep conditioner you use or don't use. And as always, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's really helpful for me and growing this channel, so that I can share more about relaxed hair with others if you subscribe. And also don't forget to like the video, give it a thumbs up, and then also share it with those that you know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next one.